From celebrating Mzansi's incredible people to celebrating Mzansi's delicacies. Now, if you want to know what the ultimate sweet South African delicacy is, it has to be the Classic Koeksister. Yes. Now, these crisp pastry plates are fried and then dipped into a sweet syrup and bring a sense of nostalgia and comfort to so many like myself. So this morning we have Teresa Elliott, who's going to be taking us through this morning's session.
Yes.
Can I admit something before we get into it?
Of course.
I've always eaten Koeksisters, but I've never known how to make them.
Ah, well, I'm going to show you how simple it is. You can go and make some this weekend.
I'm excited.
Okay, right. So I'll start with the dough. We've got some flour here, and I'm going to add some baking powder. So often you use a yeast dough for donuts, but we're doing the baking powder today. And then we're going to add our CLOVER Classic fat spread, and we're just going to rub that in. So it's a little bit messy, but that's okay.
Baking powder, we have a spread in there.
Yes. So we're just going to rub that all together, and then you basically add your wet ingredients and mix it all together. So it's nice and simple. Get the family to help you.
Yes.
And just use your fingertips when you rub in. You can lift the flour up a little bit, and this is going to incorporate air into your dough and give you that nice light dough. And you can see it's looking a little bit like breadcrumbs here.
It actually really does. What kind of consistency are we looking for?
That's exactly what we're looking for, that sort of breadcrumb look. Very quick and easy.
Awesome. Now, this recipe will definitely be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
Yes.
It's quite messy, eh?
Yes. Excuse my messy hands. So we're going to add an egg and some water, and then we're going to add some CLOVER Classic mayo.
I've never heard of that before.
I know, some people saw it on the table and they thought, what's happening here? But actually, you see mayonnaise popping up in baking recipes more and more often. And it adds lovely richness to the dough and softness, so it actually works really, really well.
And does it also just change the taste a little bit for the better?
For the better,
okay.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about it tasting too tangy or anything like that. You know, it's very much like adding buttermilk or sour cream, something like that. You've got that little bit of tang, but in a good way. So we're going to mix that together. You knead it, and then you let it rest for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And we do have a ready-made one.
Yes, we do have a ready-made one here.
Okay, so once that's all finished, it's going to look like that. You're going to roll it out.
So am I going to be helping you with this one?
Yes, that'll be great. Okay, so we grab, it's very easy. So make sure you flour your surface.
Okay.
You're going to roll it out to about a centimetre thick.
Centimetre thick.
Yes, lovely. Oh, I might have gone a little bit thin, but that's okay. All right.
So this is it.
This is it. All right,
Okay.
so shall I cut and then you can help me plait?
Okay, no problem. And how are we cutting it now?
So we're cutting it into a rectangle, about 15 by 6 centimetres,
Okay.
roughly. So we're going to cut like that. And then what I'm going to do is cut it into 3, but leave it joined at the top.
At the top. So that you can braid it,
Yes,
sort of.
Exactly. So if you can just see there, I've got the 3 sections and joined at the top. So can I ask you to plait that one for me?
Like normal braiding?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I'm so nervous.
You can do it!
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Like
That's
this.
perfect.
Wow.
And then just pinch it together at the bottom.
The bottom.
So it stays together. I'm going to do this one. And then we're going to pop it in the oil. It's as
Just like
easy
that.
as that. There we go. There we go.
I can make
You
my own
did it.
Koeksisters. I could actually try this at home.
Yes,
By home, I mean back
absolutely.
home in Port Elizabeth, my family during the festive Christmas
Yes.
time.
Oh, they'll
and
love
just
it, they'll
treat
love
them
it.
to it. They
That
will
is perfect.
absolutely love it. And how long do we leave it in the boiling oil?
Boiling oil, yes. So you want it to be quite dark on the outside, dark golden and cooked through. And then once they come out, we're going to plunge them straight into a sugar syrup. So this is sugar and water that's been boiled together with a little bit of lemon juice. And the Koeksisters are going to soak all of that up. Beautiful. So while that's cooking, I'm going to quickly make our dipping sauce.
Okay.
So there's more.
It doesn't end there, okay, with CLOVER Classic.
Gets better and better. So I've got some CLOVER Classic custard here. So about a cup.
I love custard.
I know, custard makes everything better.
It really, really does. And more than anything, nothing says festive season more than custard.
Yes, yes, that whole dessert vibe. Okay, so I've added some CLOVER Classic dairy snack as well. And you're just going to mix that together. And this is going to be our custard dipping sauce. Absolutely beautiful.
Teresa, you are just putting us on this morning. This is so mouth-watering. I can see that it's already browning a
Yes,
little bit from
you
the
can see
outside.
there.
So it cooks
turn it
quite
over.
fast.
Yes, yeah. You don't want your oil to be too hot because it'll obviously burn on the outside and not be cooked through. So a couple of minutes per side. And then you can see our beautiful ready-made example here. Absolutely perfect, golden. And they've been put into the sugar syrup. So
Yeah.
they're nice and sticky and they're syrupy on the inside.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Before we leave, how long do we leave it in the syrup for?
You can just plunge it in, leave it for a couple of seconds, and then take it out again.
Awesome. I love that so
Quick and
much.
easy.
Now, you do not want to miss out on this timeless taste. So head over to expressoshow.com to get the recipe. It's the perfect treat to celebrate the classics. You could be winning some awesome classic prizes as well with Clover Classic by simply voting for your favorite South African classics. To enter is very simple. Dial, yes, right now, dial *120 *2676 hash to vote in the weekly poll. You could also stand the chance of participating in the That's Classic game on our sister show, Afternoon Express. So get entering. If you have missed any of the steps to this recipe, here's a quick recap.
Made with love by Clover.